Hey, everybody, welcome to the Travel Nursing and Allied Life podcast from TravCon. My name is Steve Curtin. I'm the CEO of the Gypsy Nurse and TravCon, the Healthcare Traveler Conference, and very pleased to have joining us here from Medical Solutions, Patti Artley, the CNO and CCO of Medical Solutions. Welcome, Patti. Great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Yeah, great to see you again. Patti, just to
Same.
jump right in here, tell us a little bit about your background and your experience in travel nursing. I know you've been in the industry for a while.
Sure. Well, I joined Medical Solutions about 18 months ago, and great experience working with our travel team to really place them to where they want to go and give them opportunities that they may not have had in the organizations. My background, I spent most of my career, more than 35 years, in hospitals and health systems. And so I know that client side and what they're looking for. And was most recently, before joining Medical Solutions, a chief nurse in a health system in South Carolina.
Okay, so you have seen a lot over your career and a lot of
Mhm.
change and a lot of movement within travel nursing. Um, can you talk a little bit about Medical Solutions? Obviously, Medical Solutions is one of the premier healthcare staffing organizations in the industry, but could you tell our audience a little bit more about Medical Solutions and what makes you stand out within the travel nursing and medical travel world?
Sure, Steve, I love talking about medical solutions. So thank you for the opportunity. So, what I think is most important, we really help travel nurses make the most of their career when they're thinking about what's important to them. We're learning about is what's most important the state or the type of reputation of the organization, or is it the skill set that they want to really enhance? And that's really the great opportunity about medical solutions, is because we have a very high touch. I want to start by saying we are Joint Commission accredited and accredited by the National Association of Travel Healthcare Organizations, which really is setting the high standards, making sure that our quality of not only who we're putting on site, but also the organizations that we're working with are high quality as well. So I think beyond all of the things that we're most proud of and our accolades, it really is the support that we're able to offer the nurse. And when every nurse is able to really get out there and determine what they want to do and that they want to travel with us, we have an entire group of a lot of teams that support everything around them and make sure that their experience is seamless. We can handhold you, or we can let you do more yourself. We really take that opportunity to help them with support 24/7
Yeah.
and make sure that they get their needs met. And that's really what I think is most important. I know it's not just about it's not about filling the jobs, it's how we do it along the way. And
Yeah.
so that's, I think, probably the most important and the thing that I see that stands out for medical solutions.
Yeah. Let's drill down a little bit further on that when you talk about support, because obviously, when a traveler goes on assignment, you have support before the assignment, you have support during the assignment, you have support after the assignment. And I know that Medical Solutions really excels in that. You guys get great testimonials, from a variety of travelers across the industry. But could you tell us a little bit more about kind of the pre-support, during assignment support, and after assignment support?
Yeah, I'd love to. That's the thing that we look at this as an entire comprehensive opportunity for the nurses who travel with us, or any of the care team that are traveling with us, whether you're in allied or in nursing, you're going to get the same level of support.
Mm,
And when we talk about beforehand, it's all about the licensing and credentialing and how we make sure that they are set up for success. How do we walk them through? Here's what this client is looking for, and these are the things. So they know right up front what are those things that are important to kind of, I'll say, check off their box so that
yeah.
they make sure that that's a seamless transition. In addition to that, we help them with housing. We help them with all of hand holding them through the way to make sure that they get the best opportunity. They're close to their assignment, that they are well positioned for success while they're there. And then when they are on assignment, making sure that not only from their house to their work? How do they navigate the transportation? How do they get to the places that they need to be so that they are there around the clock? We have someone available to help them. And then after the assignment ends, we're always looking to get them into the next assignment. But if they choose not to do that next assignment, we still continue to make opportunities for them, share with them things that we're learning. So we engage in them in surveying, we engage with them in getting their opinions, what kept them in travel, what helped them navigate. So even when that travel assignment has wrapped up, we're really trying to get them to what is their next home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so important. And I think when people think of healthcare travel, they just think of support during an assignment period, but not necessarily the before or after, which you mentioned is just as important. Um, let's talk a little bit about the variety of assignments that Medical Solutions offers. Again, you guys are one of the largest and most well-known travel healthcare organizations in the travel industry. But so that to me would mean that there's obviously a wide range of available assignments, not only in various states, but also for various disciplines and so forth. Can you talk a little bit about that and what Medical Solutions will cover, the opportunities it provides?
Sure. That was a big question. A lot of that one. So we are very fortunate. We have partnerships and clients that we work with in all of the states in the United States. So that is an opportunity for them. If you choose to work with us, they have the opportunity to work in any one of the states. So you can do an assignment in Anchorage, Alaska,
Mm,
and then you can move straight through to Florida, in the winter. So they have an opportunity to really look at a wide variety of locations. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things. We also have a lot of flexibility.
yeah,
Our recruiters and our clinical team that you'd work with really do help you navigate. If you're taking an assignment that requires you to fly back and forth, how we can help navigate those flexible assignments where you can work clumps of a day. And we have a lot of our partners that work with us that say that's more than reasonable. If you want once a month to clump all of your days and then give 6 or 7 or even 10 days off, and then come back on and do your other assignments, we help you navigate that, not even while you're on assignment, but even before. And multiple times we've done that. And then really, we are constantly looking at how the systems are working, right? What are the emerging trends? How are opportunities coming forward? And then we offer our nurses those kind of assignments. So we just placed nurses this past week in virtual nursing assignments.
interesting.
Many of our partners have virtual nursing already up, and we are right now working with them to place seasoned virtual nurses who have worked in that field for a while, and they're going on site and working in that capacity. So we have a wide variety of those opportunities. We have not only direct care opportunities, but we place leaders in leadership roles, case management, social work. We have a huge allied department.
Yeah.
And through our RES department, we have a lot of allied opportunities as well.
Yeah. So just to stay on that topic for a moment, when we obviously one of the benefits of traveling, aside from some of the virtual care, is the opportunity to see different cities, different states and geographies and so forth. What are some of the hot assignments at this point? You mentioned Alaska, which I think is a destination for a lot of folks, but in terms of Medical Solutions opportunities, what are some hot geographic assignments that you're seeing? What are some hot cities?
Well, a lot of people want Hawaii until they see the cost of living. Um, probably California is one of our big areas that a lot of individuals want to go. So we have many right on the coast. We work with a lot of clients in California, whether you're looking at Napa Are you looking at all of those areas that surround the Central Coast where we have assignments there? Florida is often a big area that we have support in, and in the winter months. So as we're getting ready for those
Mhm.
winter needs, all those snowbirds that are in there, we do see that that's a heavy reliance during the winter months as well. It would be hard pressed not to unpack the jobs that are high as well,
Yeah.
probably in some of those. So not only the OR and specialty areas are big, but the radiology areas are hot everywhere across
Mm.
the entire nation. I don't think I have one partner that's not looking for at least one radiology, whether it's in a cath lab, or whether it's in a specific area, or it is just to fill their basic radiology needs.
Yeah, interesting. I've heard that before, and certainly uh, within our Gypsy Nurse discussion group, we see a lot of radiologists and folks talking about different opportunities out there. It really seems to have grown quite a bit. Um, So when we talk about assignments and we talk about working with medical solutions, could you talk a bit, Patty, about the pay rates and the packages that you guys offer? What makes you different? How competitive you are in the industry? I'd love to. Obviously, travelers love to hear about pay, not only geography but pay. So maybe you could talk a little bit about how medical solutions differs from others in the industry.
Sure. Just to validate what you were just talking about, pay comes up consistently for the
Sure.
reason that nurses travel, right? Every survey we've ever done, our most recent Voices of Care survey, definitely showcase that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the other things that medical solutions will offer you that you don't always see in everyone. Not only do we provide that high rate card, so that we work with our clients that say, we want to make sure that we are securing you the best traveler to be on assignment,
Yeah.
and making sure that the clinicians are compensated. So we use a blended, not only what their state and what their region are offering, but also nationally to help set rates. So that is one thing that you will see, is that it is not just focused on one area. We also offer health insurance and 401k. In addition to that, we have multiple bonuses. So if you stay and continue to travel with us, we have loyalty bonuses that we offer. And right now that's set at $600 after you have worked 600 hours with us, that you get rewarded and recognized for those your length of service. And that's really, I think, really important, because we see consistently that's one of the things that's important to them. I want to know that if I stay with you, you're going to reward that. And then referral bonuses. We want them. We know they're out there. They have friends that they would like to travel with, and actually, Travel Buddy is very common
Hmm.
amongst the travel industry. So if you have a best friend, that you get them to work with you, and you get a referral bonus as well. So I think that's a really another component to the pay package that we have that really is important. And then, of our Voices of Care survey, we heard from them that transparency and open communication are vitally important for a good partner. And that's what they're looking for. And that's what we are striving to do, not only about what their compensation package would look like, but also how to navigate additional opportunities while you're on assignment and even after. And then we really focus on how do they obtain their financial goals. If there are certain things that they are looking to achieve, how do we get them that best opportunity? Is it a 48-week assignment, or 48-hour assignment per week
Yeah.
versus the 36? And so we help navigate on their behalf for those kind of things.
It sounds like you guys offer some tremendous benefits, and particularly the bonus programs. Given the current market, I think are probably, my assumption is they're probably very well received.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And it's really that way of giving back, because we want something accomplished, right? And they are more than happy. I'd rather give it to them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What as we look at folks that are considering travel nursing or just travel healthcare in general, and then subsequently considering medical solutions as an agency to work with. Can you give some advice or tell people why they should consider medical solutions? Obviously, you gave us a list of many benefits, but kind of from your perspective, what are some things that people should consider about medical solutions?
Yeah. First, I would say that regardless of what reason you're going to travel, whether it's location, the type of work that you're interested in, pay and benefits, we're going to work with you to try to get you the best opportunity. And even if it's not an assignment that we own, that we are the MSP for, we work with many other companies to help get you a really appropriate assignment for what it is you're looking for. And then when you're ready for an assignment, we have recruiters that work with you to help you find that perfect fit. That is what they do day in and day out, and they are, really looking not only at what Medical Solutions offers, but what other places have as assignments that would meet your needs. And then also, when you think about the benefits that are offered here, I think that makes us stand out, not only the bonuses, but the retirement. And I know a lot of us, when we're in our 20s, aren't really thinking about a 401k plan, but I can tell you where I'm sitting today, that's really important.
Me too.
And it's interesting. I had that conversation this past week with all three of my children who are grown adults, and when you're choosing that, it just doesn't seem that important when you're 20 or 25,
Right.
or 30 even. But it really is an important benefit that you don't want to overlook. And then for us, travel nursing isn't just about the work. It's about giving you the opportunity for that adventure that you're looking for the flexibility that comes with traveling,
Yeah.
and really helping you explore new places and new opportunities. We learned that a lot of our nurses choose to leave their organizations to get away from some of the politics. And this gives you the opportunity to do that because we make it as seamless as we possibly can.
Yeah. Patty, as CNO and CCO, I'm obviously you speak to a lot of nurses individually or in small groups and so forth that are traveling with your organization. Share with us, if you would, what some of them say to you about having worked with medical solutions. I mean, you kind of talked about the outside benefit, if you will, but what are some of the nurses saying to you about their experience in working with medical solutions?
Well, first of all, when I'm able to connect with our nursing team, that's probably one of my best times. Whether I was in the hospital as a CNO or here, being able to round is wonderful. So I was just on assignment on one of our contracts, and I was meeting with the client. And the first thing I asked to do is, if we have our travelers on that are working that shift, can I go see them? So I had an opportunity to do this just yesterday with one of our partners, and I was able to talk to 7 of our travelers that were on assignment that day. So I can reflect on what they just told me yesterday. So this has been one of the best experiences, not only because they love the client that they were working with, but they have the opportunity to really navigate. They were working at a beach, which I think definitely helps during the summer. So they love their location, but they could not rave enough about the relationship that they have with their recruiter. That they talk about how that no matter what the issue has been, they can help them navigate those tough things. We did have one of our travelers talk to me about the use of our clinical team. So we have a clinical team that is here 24/7 to help you navigate. And when it's something that's clinical in nature, our clinical team gets involved, whether it's coaching, whether it's with professional development. We'll help find you things that can help stretch you and mentor you. And they talked about that. And they talked about how helpful their nurse manager that worked with them was in navigating some challenges that they had on this was their first assignment. And they said that they're going to be there and they're going to be extending. So not only was it a save after about 2 weeks on assignment, but they're actually signing up for 13 more weeks.
Awesome. Yeah, it's just again through our Gypsy Nurse travel nurse discussion group, it's, so much of the discussion is about pay, and understandably so,
Mhm.
but it's that support during the assignment, the benefits that are offered, the types of conversations, the transparency that you mentioned, that is such an important part of the traveler agency equation. And I think sometimes people tend to forget that. Uh, Patty, let's talk a little bit about the recognition of travelers within medical solutions. Can you talk a bit about some of the ways that medical solutions actually recognizes the travelers, whether it is participating in the Daisy Award program or what have you? Can you talk a little bit about the recognitions?
Sure. I love Daisy Awards. That is one of my very favorite. We have the opportunity, obviously, to work with every client. I talk to every client on our quarterly business reviews about make sure you send us their nominations. But we also created one that it was a Rose Award. So this is for Allied. It
Oh,
imitates the
interesting. Yeah.
same kind of um, qualities and experiences that nurses get with the Daisy Award, which is a nationally recognized one. But
Yes.
Medical Solutions created that same opportunity for all of our allied partners, which is just as fun for me to go out
Wow.
there and do that. One of the other things that we do is we spend a lot of time interviewing our travelers. They take pictures of where they are on assignment, and we get the opportunity to highlight them and showcase them. They're in almost every talk I do. We use pictures of our travelers that, when they're on assignment in Arizona and have a great sunset, or when they're in Alaska and they're all bundled up and they send us their assignments. I think, oh, better them than me.
Yeah.
But those are opportunities for us to really share what's it like to be a traveler, and they have the best testimonials. They have the opportunities. They're out there, they're sharing the information, and so we can recognize them each and every day. They're on our intranet, they're on our infonet,
Mm,
because we want to make sure that everybody in the organization really knows how to support them and why we do what we do. they're
yeah.
they're at the Our travelers are at the core of why we are here.
Certainly from our perspective as participants and observers in the industry, it really seems like you guys engage your travelers and kind of consider them part of the family, if you will. And I think that's such an important part. It's not a transaction, right? It is a relationship. It seems like you guys really develop that relationship, which is great. Patty, just in the last couple of minutes here of our podcast, what final advice could you give travel nurses or other travelers that would be considering medical solutions for their next assignment?
So I do want to unpack a little bit about what you said about the relationships.
Yeah, sure, please.
When I first joined Medical Solutions, it is the piece that truly the entire company is built around the relationships and
Yeah.
how we treat each other. And so if you are looking for that kind of relationship where you not only have that transactional partnership, but you have an opportunity to really get to know and feel supported and have a relationship with other people, not only the travelers we offer. And it was something I wish I would have talked about, but we do offer this, what we call the traveler rest stop. And this is on your first assignment. How do we help support you through that lessons learned? We have you meeting with seasoned travelers, and they answer questions about what made them successful so that you get to learn from other travelers. And I think that's all going back to the relationships that we create. They can reach out to those travelers that are on their assignment, they can really help them navigate. So we share their email addresses, and we share when people are on assignment, they get to learn a little bit more about who's there and who's working in the same realm. Because sometimes you get pigeonholed into an individual unit, and maybe
Yeah.
you stay in that individual unit and you only know who's working with me in this space. But this gives them an opportunity to say, oh my goodness, there's like 7 other people who are here that you might not know about, without creating those kind of relationships.
Yeah, it just a tremendous way to kind of approach that relationship. So yeah, if folks are considering working with Medical Solutions. Any final thoughts there in terms of
Sure.
why to work with you? Yeah.
Sure. Reach out to us. We have everything that you would need on our website.
Hmm.
Filling out that contact form starts the entire process. It allows you to have the opportunity for that personal touch. You can give us a call. All of that information is there. So if you would rather email or you would rather give us a call,
An
we
old-fashioned phone call,
can.
huh?
Imagine that. And we
Still works.
actually have a lot of that that still works.
Yeah.
So sometimes we can interact with you on email. Sometimes it's just send us a text. Sometimes it's like give us a call. But no matter what you want to do, we're here to help you travel and help you navigate all of those questions that you might have. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Go on our website and get it started.
That's great. Well, Patty, listen, it's been great to see you again, and thank you so much for participating in the Travel Nursing and Allied Life podcast. Really appreciate your being here. I know you're very busy. It sounds like you've got a crazy day, but thank you for carving out some time for us. This has been Patti Artley, the CNO and CCO of Medical Solutions. My name is Steve Curtin, the CEO of the Gypsy Nurse and TravCon. Patty, thank you and your organization for being supporters of the Gypsy Nurse and TravCon, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Likewise, thank you so much for this opportunity. We really do appreciate working with you. Thanks,
Great to see
Steve.
you. Thank you.